Yo, what up? This is Whest Cornell, and you about to listen to the Ambiance podcast. Yo,
Mic check, mic check.
hello. Pop it.
All right, cool. All right, so we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? This is Levi from Ambiance Podcast. With me, I have Whest Cornell, a photographer, a videographer, film director, clothing store owner, designer, musician.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything else, bro?
Amazing human.
No, add that on. Add that on for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, so in being involved in like so many different mediums, like talk about that, because do you think it's important to like put yourself in those situations?
Of course. I mean, it's great to be well-rounded. I think like growing up, my mom really instilled that in me. Like, yo, you got to do this, you got to do that. Don't be scared to try shit. Failure is a lesson, So I tried everything. Like, I did poetry. I tried to.
How old were you when you did that?
Bro, I was in 5th grade.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, nobody's into poetry.
Bro,
that's crazy.
I had this English teacher. She would give out like packets of homework. So she'll give you a sheet, and on the sheet it's like the words of the week, and you had to do 5 assignments, and she gave you like 5 different options of each thing. So it's like it was 25 total different type of assignments you can do, but you only had to make 5 of them. My mom would make me do all 25.
Wow.
And I would save the poem for last, so I would have to use the words in a correct way in the poem. And
in the 5th grade too. That's hard.
Grade, yo, my mom would like beat my ass if I didn't do it. I think it was a fear factor that had me like, yo, shit. And I was the only kid in class who did the all 25.
For real?
And I'll never forget that, bro. I won like 3 spelling bees that year. Like,
damn, bro.
Yeah, I was in it, bro. I was, cause my mom, like, yo, I swear, like, shout out mom. She was on my ass for everything. I was just telling her yesterday. I'll never forget the day I was like a senior. I was already like accepted in college and shit, like graduating like top 10. We had open house, and I had anatomy, and I hated that shit. Like, I was just taking bullshit classes because like I was like, yo, I'm graduating. Like, I'm already accepted to where I want to go. Like, fuck this. I had like a 98%, right? And
okay.
My mom comes in for open house. Mind you, like, none of the seniors, like, their parents ain't coming, Yeah. My mom was like the only one, and she already knew my ID by heart, so she saw my ID number. Obviously, like, I got the best grade in class. She looks at that shit. She looks at me. She's like, 98? Why do you got a 98? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, it's 98, it's not 100. I was like, oh, I missed, like, a couple questions on the exam. Like, I still got the highest score. She's like, nah.
Yo, your mom's like that?
Like that. Like,
but you're grateful for her now, right?
Of course, yo. She's my best friend, yo. Like, I think that's why she instilled that factor that, yo, I want to try it. I want to see what that's like.
That's a blessing, man. Like, not many parents are like that. Like, especially in this generation, bro. Like, it's kind of like soft nowadays where, everybody gets a trophy participation. You know what I'm saying?
Who was talking about? Kobe was talking about that, right?
Yeah, he was. Like, he was talking about that.
How you gonna get a trophy for 4th place?
You saw him talking to his team.
His team. Yo, that's just so motivational,
bro. But he got so much clapback from like media, and I was like, what the fuck? Like,
how can you hate on the man who like literally invented how to be like a champion? Like, I think he took it to the next level, bro.
He did.
You can take his aspects of thinking, like the Mamba mentality, and you can plug it in to everything like every profession.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing what he did, bro.
Yeah, he did, man. It's like, and it's you like coming from LA in this area, like you have the Mamba mentality. You talk about it. It's like so personable with everybody. You can relate to it. Like, in your life.
He changed the city.
He did.
He like,
it hasn't been the same since he like retired.
It hasn't. And aside from sports, like for the fact that he won an Academy Award.
Yeah, he did.
That it just goes to show you, like, yo, if you put your all into something and you believe in it, then you're gonna get rewarded, like, fruitfully. Like, it's gonna happen.
And that happened a year after he started playing. Like,
a year.
What can you do in 10 years? Like,
imagine he was filmmaking and not hooping. He would have been Spielberg. or like
yeah, man. Like if he took that Mamba mentality and put it towards any art, like
that's why he's one of my favorite humans. Like obviously everyone makes mistakes, people do shit, people hurt people sometimes, like with their actions.
Yeah.
So he obviously made mistakes young, but it's how you bounce back.
Yeah.
And he did it tenfold, man. Like,
he really did.
Yeah.
He really did. So digressing a little bit back to when you got that kind of creative spark doing poetry in the 5th grade, when was it that you started getting involved in all the different mediums that you do right now, whether it's like photography, music, clothing?
11th grade, I met my best friend Mike, and I was always taking like crazy serious classes, like AP this, AP that, and he was like more of like the fun soul guy. Like, he was like very like surfer mentality type. He was a skater, like never went to class kind of shit, but he was making music.
Okay.
And he was in this band called Gym Class Nerds, or High Class Nerds.
High Class Nerds.
Yeah, because they were like big fans of Gym Class Heroes. Like Travis McCoy was his, like that was his Pharrell, like to me, And I met Mike. He lives literally a couple blocks away. He caught me walking home one day, and he's like, "Yo, you live around here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I live right here." He's like, "Yo, I live right here. Like, I'll drive you." I was like, "All right, bet." And he started playing me his music, and at the time, like, obviously I'm a big hip hop fan, so I've always listened to hip hop like since day one.
Yeah.
And he played me his shit, and I was like, "Yo, that's you?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, yo, this is tight. Like, how long have you been doing this?" He was like, "Yo, for a year." I'm like, "Yo, this is really tight." And he was like, "I know you do poetry." And I was
you were
like,
still doing poetry
at the
since
time,
the 5th grade?
Because I kept doing it, and I would just do it. And that year I had him for English, and our teacher, Miss Diaz, was like a big English nerd. Like, she was like into everything, like literature, and she was like, "I'm gathering like every student from the whole school, like I'm gathering poems for a book, like does anyone want to participate?" And she looked at me and she was like, and then Mike was like, "Wes wants to do it." And I was like, he put me on the spot.
He volunteered you.
Yeah. And then I did it, and I ended up getting like one of like the first pages on I have it somewhere, it's like in my closet, but one of the first pages. And Mike, like, he was like, "Yo, like you should recite one of those poems on a beat, see how that sounds." And I did, and that shit was whack. Like, I had no cadence. I was like, at first, like, he was like, "Nah, bro, it's like everyone sounds whack. Like, at first, you're gonna be fine." And that's when it just started snowballing. Like, I started being his hype man. Like, I would hype, like, I'll do his ad-libs when he performed.
For sure.
Like, we did talent shows, and that just started everything, bro. Like, I started making music. I started screen printing shirts that same year. Like, I had like a homie who like wanted to do his line, and I came up with his name, like, for his brand.
Okay.
And I started like printing his shirts, and we bought stickers. We were like putting stickers up, and just shit that I thought was like street culture.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, but it took him like a homie kind of pushing you to do that. We talked about it off air, just like, how Esther kind of pushed you to travel, and like this same scenario was like apparent in what, like your high school 11th grade.
11th grade, senior year. It's like the formative, like that's the time where you're like, damn, this is what I can do if I really put my mind to it. And like I told you, like, my mom put me onto like this. She wanted me to be a lawyer.
Oh, she did?
She wanted to groom me to be a lawyer. But when the whole art like door opened for me, I was like, yo, I love this. Like, this is what I'm passionate about. It's what I've always grown up like idolizing, and I thought it was so far removed. Like, I thought like, yo, I'll never be able to do that.
Why'd you think that?
Because I thought like famous people and like artists were like on some other tier.
Okay.
Like, I thought like that. Unhuman, like
I've gone through that same scenario, bro. Yeah. Like, for me, I mentioned it off air, like I play college football, right? Like, I now have like from that team and like connections. I have a lot of homies like in the NFL and stuff, right?
Sick.
So now it's like I think like anything is possible because that. Because when I was a kid, I had that same mentality. Like I see these NFL players, I'm like, these must be like gods. Like look at them like superheroes, bro.
Yeah.
And then when you grow up and these are like your homies and your peers doing this, it's just like, yo, why can't I do some shit?
Yeah, I can shake his hand. Like that's the homie.
Exactly.
Same thing. Like now, like all the homies are killing it in their respected fields, and that shit inspires me. Like that shit pushes me harder because I'm like, yo, I want to hold my own too.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why Play Nice is where it's at, and the album is existent. Yeah. Like last year, I was just doing like, I was rapping over my favorite beats that I've always wanted to rap on. So I dropped a Kanye mixtape. I just did Kanye beats.
Oh, for real?
I did a Neptune's mixtape. Just did Neptune beats. And then one of the homie who I did the album with, Dom, shout out to Dom from Kansas. He really fucked with me, and he was like, yo, let's make a couple tracks together. I was like, let's do it. He flew out. We made like...
How did you guys connect from being so far?
I met him at a showcase in 2016. Like one of the homies, Rosecrans Avenue. I don't know if you heard of them.
Rosecrans Avenue.
Yeah, they're like,
I know the street, but I don't
yeah,
know.
okay. Yeah, they have a podcast. They have a radio show. And he's like, I went to high school with him. Crazy shit. And he's like really bringing like the West Coast rap together. Like he, like the Savvy Third, Ingrucci, all that West Coast shit. Like he put it together. Like he brought it in. He's like a great curator, and he did a showcase, and he was like, yo, do you want to perform? I know you just dropped a couple like Kanye tracks. Like you don't have to do a full set, just come out. Like I would love for you to be here. I was like, say less. Like you're the homie. Like, yeah, say less. I'll pull up. And I did it, and that was the first day I had the Super 8 camera, and the homie Ricky was just like shooting me the whole time, and I performed to the camera, and I'm the only one who walked off stage, was like performing in the crowd, and people were like fucking with it. And Dom, he was on the same showcase bill, and he was like in the crowd watching me get down, and then he went after me, and he was like, yo, like he did his thing. I stuck around. He came up to me, he was like, yo, I didn't know how to go up after you. Like, wait. He was like, shit, you killed it. You shut it down with 3 songs. And I was like, thank you, bro. And it was like a completely different vibe from everyone else, because everyone else is doing like the gangster rap, and I'm over here spitting bars and shit. Like,
right.
Not that they don't spit bars, but I'm over here talking like life shit. And he was like, yo, I really fuck with you. And I was like, I fuck with you too, man. That shit was tight. And after that, we just exchanged numbers.
What year was this, by the way?
2016.
2016, okay.
Fast forward, 2019. He heard one of the tracks I did for the Neptune shit. He's like, yo, can I rap on this? I was like, yo, say less. Here's a verse. Take a verse, you know, take the first verse. Fuck it. He killed it. He bodied. And then I had to rewrite my shit. I was like, yo,
his shit was so hard.
Because he killed it. He killed it. And I was like, yo, this is tight. I did a verse. And then I put Mike, the homie Mike from high school. He rapped. Shit. I was like, yo, get a verse on this. And that's one of my favorite songs to this day.
What's it called?
It's called Inspired.
Inspired. Where's it? Like, what can I listen to it on?
Audio Mac.
Audio Mac. Okay.
Yeah, Audio Mac. Just look up Whest Cornell, the Neptunes tape, and it's like track 5 or something.
For sure, I'm gonna have to peep it.
Yeah. So he was like, yo, I really want to fuck with you. Let's make a song. I was like, yo, let's do it. Came to Play Nice. Came to Long Beach. Just scooped them from the airport. We made like 3 songs that night, and one of them was like, yo, we need to keep doing shit like this. And then that was like in February. And then we just kept working on tracks. We would email each other. He would kill some shit and be like, yo, what do you think about this? Oh shit, this is tight. Like, I need a verse on that. He's like, all right, here. And then I had a couple like beats from homies like Francis, like Esta.
Yeah. That
he had given to me like early on, like when I first met him, like maybe 2014.
Oh shit.
I just felt like the beat was so intimidating to me. I was like, yo, I'm not ready to rap.
At that time,
I wasn't ready for that shit. And I just saved it. I was like, for a good day.
For a good day.
And I played it for him, and he was like, yo, what the fuck? This is hard. So he killed this verse on the spot. I was like, damn, now I really got to do work. Like, so I went in. It took me like 2 tries. And then that's one of my favorite songs on the album.
Is it all off the dome, or are you?
I do it like, so he'll play the beat he's recording, and I'll have it in my headphones, and I'll just write, and then I'll go in, I'll record what I wrote, and if at certain points, if I don't like it, I'll start freestyling, and then I'll just rerun the playback, and I'll write the freestyle, and then I'll just balance it. Sometimes some tracks I'll just wake up and I already have it like in my head. Okay, this is what I want to sound like. One of the songs on the album, like, it's called like UHH. The homie Mike Bling, shout out Mike Bling from Long Beach, he had made this crazy like bouncy like dun, 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 dun. And I was like, yo, how am I gonna rap on this? Like how can I rap like this? Yeah. And Nipsey, R.I.P. He always had like that swag shit, like that gangster shit. Like, yeah, I'm just talking to you. I was like, yo, that's how I want to sound like that. I want to sound like that on this. And she was there too. It was the day before my birthday. And one take.
First try?
First try. Like, no hesitation. No ad-libs either. Like, I'm like, yo, I want my voice.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's real.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, that's... When I recorded that track, sometimes you have moments, right? You know, like, yo, I'm supposed to be doing this. I had like an out-of-body experience. Like,
for real?
Yeah, because I had my eyes closed and I'm doing the verse, and it felt like it was just hitting perfect. And I felt like no nerve, no like second guessing, like no doubt at the time. Like, it just felt perfect. And when I listen to it now, I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this shit.
So that was the moment when you realized, like, I could actually do this shit.
I will always do this shit. Like, I will do this shit, and I will continue to do this shit. And I don't even want to say I want to be in competition with other rappers or whatever, but I feel like I'm in the conversation. I should be in the conversation if I'm not. Just because I know I can freestyle. I know I can write. I know I can record. Mm-hmm. Now the next frontier is performing. Yeah. And I'm about to make my debut on the 27th.
At 143, right?
At 143 THX on the main stage. And I'm like, this is like, my shit is not twerk shit. It's like some head bop. Yeah. You know?
And do you think it's going to be challenging? Because like the 143, I feel like is very like turn up-y.
Yeah. Do you think I think about this I've been thinking about this shit for like a month now. And some days I'm like, yeah, it's not a challenge. Like, I'm going to kill it. And then some days like, shit. Like, I'm gonna have to bring some type of hype
to appeal to the crowd.
To appeal, you know, which is easy to do if you have it if you have it planned out. Okay. You know, we're gonna cover some songs, a couple tributes, shit that people are gonna know, and then of course we got to play our shit. You know, mm-hmm. So the whole plan is to play most of the album. We have a film attached to the album, and they're gonna have an LED screen. We threw a film festival about on the 26th of October when we released the album, and then we did the premiere of the film. And for this THX show, we're gonna release the film in color now. Okay. And we're gonna play the colored version on the screen, and then release the colored version online the same day. So we're trying to, you know, consistently trying to drop new shit. Right. With it, because, you know, like with anything, if you have a good little rollout, it stays in people's heads. Yep. I appreciate rollouts, like the way Tyler does his
like
shit.
As a fan, you appreciate
As a fan, of course. Like, Tyler's one of the greatest to do that. Like, I love his rollouts, everything. Like, from Converse to his music, he fucking kills it. ASAP too. Yeah. They're dope. So I take a little bit of that and throw it into my shit.
Do you think one thing I think is gonna work in your favor though is the fact that like Selection and these 143 crowds are really receptive to like new sounds. Oh yeah. So, you know, I feel like if you were doing this on another platform that like maybe you weren't as familiar with, it wouldn't work in your favor as well. But this is like a really good situation. Yeah.
I love 143, and I do their videos every month.
So you know like how it is.
I know how it is. The homies have. This year is crazy. Like last year, me, shout out Ricky, shout out Van. We went out. We were like in Vegas, and Like we always say like 143, put your motherfucking hands up, let's go. And we'll be in random places. And at this dinner, Van, he's a very like he puts shit out. He's like manifestation. Like he believes in that 100%.
Okay.
So he's like, yo, I'm gonna perform at 143 next year. Like I'm a DJ and I'm gonna kill it. And then Rick was like, we all are in the table. It was just us three. And sure enough, like Rick performed at 143 this year, DJ'd, killed it. And Van did the Halloween party. And he blew me away, bro. Like,
for real.
Like, you know, DJs, bro. DJs are good. You know, there's good DJs everywhere.
Yeah, it's saturated kind of. Like,
exactly. But when you really love this shit, you can see it. You can see it when someone's DJing with passion. Like, he's selecting these tracks that are literally the whole time everyone was just bouncing. Like, he played like, what's that track? That old school, like, the Benny Benassi.
Oh,
the Satisfaction.
Oh, he played
he played a remix.
Wow.
Like the and yo,
I must have went crazy, yo.
Bro. People were fucking flying, yo. Like, and I caught this on video. And the whole time I'm trying to like, okay, I've been getting better at putting my camera down and enjoying this,
soaking the moment,
soaking in the moment. And that's when I was like, yo, I'm gonna record it to show him first, and then let me turn it down so I could jump with these people, because this man is killing.
You have to.
So like, yeah, so 143, like, they put on great artists. Like,
they do.
They always do, even if it's young. Like, and I love them for it. Like, and they're my fam. Like, so I wanna perform for my fam. You know,
there's a reason why the lines are out the fucking streets, bro.
Yeah,
like, you know,
because they got the pulse on the party scene, and I can't never knock on that. Like, that's why they have one of the best parties in LA.
They do.
Yeah.
Like,
have you been?
I've been to it. I went to it since it was out of the Los Globos days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was going to it back then. Like I told you earlier, I moved away for like a few years, so like it's been a while since I've been to a show. But I went to a few of them, bro. Like in the early days, and they were
Los
like,
Globos is ill. Like, the motherfucking walls would be sweating,
bro.
Like you leaving out there 5 pounds lighter.
Yeah, if you want to dance, like, with a shorty, like, it's a spot. Like,
it is,
like, you know, you go to shows where girls are just like wall hugging, and like they just got like a fuck you stem on their forehead. They don't want to do shit. Like 143 is like, these girls want to dance. They want to get down and like, you know, like,
they want to twerk. They want to pop it.
Yeah, that's what. That's why it's a good place to go, bro. Like,
that's why I always put the homies on the list. It's like, yo, you going through shit? Yo, pull up.
Yeah.
Get a drink safely. Get a dance. Catch a twerk. Like, she'll gladly throw it. Like, man, how many videos I don't have of homies catching twerk at 143
in the archives?
Oh man,
he got ammo on the homies.
Oh man, there's this group chat I sent the homie. He's like, for Halloween. He's like, yo, this happened. I'm like, yeah, that's you. Like, and it's just because the energy, it's so fun, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, people are so stuck up in LA, and I grew up out here.
Everyone's too cool. Like,
too cool. Everyone, oh no, man, I just got new shoes on. I can't. No,
yeah.
I don't want to sweat, dude. I'm cooling.
I'm not trying to mess the fit up.
No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
bring your bar shoes out.
Yeah, come fucking. You see me with the Vince Carter's? I'm about to go. Nah, I can just drop 40 on you right now. Fucking party.
You about to cross somebody?
Hezzy in the fucking party, yo.
Yep.
It's you know, growing up out here, like. Did you ever go to? How old are you? My bad for asking.
No, you're good. 25.
25. Okay, I'm 28.
Okay.
Back then there was this like party, just like MySpace days.
Okay.
Called Dance. Did you ever hear that?
I did not, bro.
Strawberry Sundays.
Strawberry Sundays, yeah.
Okay, so that started.
I had a few homies that did that.
So that, before it became what it is now, used to be like underage party.
Yeah, the flyer parties.
The flyer parties. But at the same venue every fucking Friday. Dance. Like with the scene kids, emo kids.
Yeah, it was like Gotham and shit like that.
Yeah, shit like that. So that's what started like my party like desire.
You were going to those too?
I was going to those. Like me and Mike. Like,
okay.
we were like, fuck it, let's go. He had no license, but he had a car.
Okay.
Yo, fill that bitch in.
Yeah.
All the homies are going. We'll finesse. There was always a long ass line, kind of like at 143.
Yeah.
But he always had the crazy finesse. Like, I'll never forget the last time we went, it was the craziest finesse. Like, he put headphones around his neck, and we went to like the back, and he knocked on the door. Mind you, the line is like, we're not gonna get in if we're in line.
Yeah.
So he knocks on the door. Security guard comes out. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, I'm DJing. Like, I go on in 30 minutes." And the DJ was, the security guard's like, "You're such and such?" He's like, "Yeah, they're with me."
He
Like,
just said,
right.
yeah.
He's like, "All right, come on, let me put the bands on you." Boom, boom, boom. puts his headphones back in his bag, and now we in the fucking party. I'm like, yo, this is insane. This kid, his confidence was insane.
A master finesse.
Bro, we did that shit at Disneyland.
For what? How you do that at Disneyland, bro? That's crazy.
For grad night. So we had
shit.
grad night there, and we couldn't get into the section like where the DJ was playing.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, watch me. You want to come? You want to try?" I was like, "Shit, we have nothing to lose, bro. We're already at Disneyland. We might as well." Yeah, we graduated. Fuck it, we get kicked out of Disneyland.
Yeah,
bro. The girl who's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, I'm DJing next. My laptop's already there." He's like, "Who's he?" He's like, "Oh, he's my brother." Oh, yeah. Bro.
Yo.
We're at the middle of this fucking dance floor, like, losing it. He's like, "I told you."
Damn.
I'm like, yo, confidence.
Just a smooth talking motherfucker,
Yeah.
bro.
To this day. Shout out Mike. If you watch this, you know I love you, bro.
Yeah, shout out Mike. Everybody got to have one of those homies that just, like, finesses like that.
Yeah, like, it just puts you into this, like, I could do anything with this man. Not, obviously, no illegal shit.
Yeah.
But, like, yo, I can. And it just goes back to it, like, yo, I can make this music shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel you. Going back a little bit to, I know you said, like, your mom wanted you to be a lawyer, right, and everything. How did she feel when you started pursuing this instead of, like, a more concrete,
like
job, career?
Solid job?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Shit, dude. She, at first, because I graduated college.
Where'd you go?
I went to Cal State Long Beach.
Okay.
I graduated, and the day I graduated, I was like, yo, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have a 9 to 5. Like, I just started seeing, like, life happen as I'm walking the stage. I'm like, I can't. Like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I was working at the radio station at the time, and I had so much freedom because it was creative. You know, I can program the station. I started doing videos for the station. We had just launched like a new signal on HD, like, and I was like, yo, this is my life. Music is my life. She was not accepting of it. Like, at first she was like, she thought I was like crazy.
Yeah.
She's like, what? Like, all this hard work and you want to, hell nah. So there was a lot of bickering because obviously I was still living at home.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was like, nah. He was like, nah, music.
I feel like in, like, their generation is because they grew up in, like, one of the industrial revolutions, you know, like creative art wasn't as big back then, so there wasn't really a path for them. So, like, they don't get it sometimes, you know.
And my parents are immigrants.
Okay.
Or they were immigrants. Now they're.
So that makes it even more like you have to, like,
because they came from nothing. Like, if I go back to Guatemala and go back to, like, where my parents grew up, it's a jungle. Okay. Literally, it's a river, a bridge, my grandma's house, and then the jungle's right behind you. And they would always like, yo, we sacrifice what so you can just do music?
Yeah, that's how they're looking at it, right?
That's how they were at first. And then they started seeing the progression. Like, my mom would see, like, I would get home late, wake up early, continue, like, to edit. I'd fall asleep. So what she didn't get was that I was doing every aspect, like what we talked on earlier, like the video, the music, the design. I was doing everything consistently every day because everything kind of revolved around itself. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So she started seeing, like, yo, he's dedicated. Like, he's losing sleep. He is stressing out over something that, like, is not tangible to him yet.
Uh-huh.
So she started supporting me. And I'm her oldest, So she's like, she has no choice
but to support
to support me. You know, I'm like, yo, I'm not doing bad shit. You know, like I'm really doing something. And as the more and more, at first I never showed her my music. I was kind of embarrassed. Like,
really?
Yeah, at first I was like, yeah, I don't think she's gonna think I'm good enough, because she's how of a perfectionist she is.
Right.
And then when she started showing me the confidence, she started like helping me. She was like, yo, I'm gonna put you in film school, and you're gonna learn how to audio engineer, and you're gonna learn how to like do this shit. You really want to do this? I was like, yes, say less. Like, put me in there. I went for like a semester, and then I dropped out. I dropped out because I was like, yo, this shit is whack. Like, these people who are teaching you, like, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they're literally just here sitting down, getting a check.
Bro, like, some of the way these professors teach, like,
it's
just
insane.
like lecture.
It's a PowerPoint.
Yeah, I could fucking look at, like, there's reading the PowerPoint.
I'm gonna go to YouTube.
Yeah, bro, like YouTube University.
Shout out Andres. He always says that shit.
Yeah.
YouTube University.
Yeah, he told me about that too on the podcast.
It's real. It's real, bro. Like, I didn't know how to color grade on my videos. I would send it to the homie, and I would pay him. And then for this last film, I was like, yo, I gotta learn. Yeah. It's a couple nights on YouTube. Before you knew it, like, I did it myself.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, fuck school. Like, she was like, damn, you're really gonna give up on it? And I'm like, nah, it's because I know what I need to do. Like,
right.
I know what I have to do. She's like, all right, I trust you.
Yeah.
And then when she said that, like, she said, I trust you, my confidence went up through the roof. Like,
oh, yeah.
Started killing everything, yo. Like,
that's that person that you seek assurance from, you know?
From her, yeah.
That's crazy, because most moms are so, like, nurturing and really, like they tell you of everything, like,
oh, it's great.
Yeah, like, no matter what you do, like, but
shit. She'll see me wearing some fucked up yo, what are you wearing?
Really?
Or like, nah, that's not it, boss. Like, that's as sweet as she is, you know, she's a sweet lady.
Mm-hmm.
She'll still tell me like, nah, that's lame. Like, that's not you.
That's
I'm
dope.
Like, oh shit, I need that. And I can't have yes people.
Yeah.
That's a no-go, bro. Like,
mm-hmm.
You got yes people around you, end up fucking doing whack shit, and it looks dope to you. Nah. Yeah. You know, you need people to humble you.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
That's good that you have that, like, support system around you. I said this before, like, to me, it's kind of dangerous sometimes to take advice from certain people, even if it's somebody that loves you, mm-hmm. or somebody that you love or even hold in high regard. Like, for example, if you just listened to your mom and was just like went the lawyer route, it would have been dangerous for you. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be where you're at right now.
I would not be happy.
It's like taking what they're saying, but, like, you know, you got to be careful who you take this advice from, even if it's like your mom, you know?
You could take like little pieces,
mm-hmm.
and then add to it. Because at the end of the day, you're your own person.
100%.
She is not West. You know, she's Rosa. You know, I'm not Rosa. Like, I'm a part of her, though.
Yeah.
And I'll take what she taught me, and then I'll apply it. But I won't go the whole route and be a lawyer and end up hating my life later. I might have been richer right now, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. They make bread.
Had a house, not living in an apartment, you know.
Would you have been happy, though, you know?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Nah. You know, now, because of all this shit, like, we have a place in Long Beach that has now become a staple to the city. You artist, you got to perform at our spot. You a painter, have a gallery here.
Okay.
You know, you have a brand, have your shit at the shop. And we do this because when I grew up, I had no place like that. I remember one place that was open maybe for like 2 years of my life. It was this place called Hip Hop Connection.
Hip Hop Connection.
It was like a New York bodega style, kind of how bodega is at the Row.
Okay. But
in Paramount, like with the roll up, you walk in, it looked like a store, like a liquor store. Mm-hmm. They had the Jordans, they had the jerseys, they had the music posters, they had BET playing. I remember I walked in there, excuse me, and I was just blown away. I was like, yo, this is home. Like, they had Mos Def, Miss Fat Booty playing. I'll never forget this day. And I saw the first pair of Jordans that I ever bought, like the 8s. They were just like.
How old were you?
I was in 8th grade.
8th grade, okay.
8th grade. Chubby, fucking braces, big ass nerd. And I was like, yo, this is tight. Big ass dudes like working there with like the XXXL jerseys, like, to the ankles with the Air Forces. Like, I felt mad out of place, right?
Yeah.
I got some Osiris's or some fat ass skate shoes on, and I could tell they were looking at me like, what the fuck? Where's your mom at? And literally my mom was next door doing laundry.
Oh shit.
So for like the couple seconds I got away, and then I had to have these shoes, and I was like, yo mom, I know you're gonna hate me for this, but can you please get me these shoes? Like, please, like, don't get me anything for my birthday. She's like, how much are they? Like 140. She was like, 140 for shoes. Back then.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, you getting some $30 like Vans, bro. Back then. Yeah, you like can be happy with those.
I was happy with the Vans and the skate shoes.
Mm-hmm.
She pulled out the wallet. I was like, oh shit.
Damn. So she got them.
So she got them. I did hella shit like that year, like hella dope shit that year, like straight A's. Like,
okay.
I deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of sparked my interest into what we do now. Like, we provide a space for artists, you know,
okay,
like a safe haven. Cause shit, man, I remember not having the courage to go to other places to like, yo, can I showcase my shit here? Because of how it is here.
Mm-hmm.
Cause everyone's like, nah. No is so easy to say.
Yeah.
You know, and at our shop, for the most part, if you're an artist and you come in, hey, I want to do this. Obviously, we have a price.
Yes.
But it's reasonable, you know, and people love that. And artists, like, gravitate towards it. So people will be walking down the street like, yo, what is this place? So come in and learn. Like, find out.
Yeah.
Like, we got a gallery in the back. We got clothes up front. And we always got some dope music playing. So you're going to leave away with something.
So your shop is very welcoming.
Very welcoming. Yeah.
I feel like growing up, like, you talk about like street culture and skate culture, like if you walked into a shop like that, I know you talked about it a little earlier, like you just feel like intimidated. Yeah. Like dudes are like kind of like, what are you doing
like
here?
They're too cool.
100%.
Especially like here. So like Fairfax, you know,
Melrose,
like,
Fairfax, all that.
They'll put you in like, he's lame.
Yeah.
Instead of championing people who are coming into your shop, man, that's first and foremost, that could be bread.
Yes.
Walking in. Second, you don't know who it is and what they provide.
Mm-hmm.
So how could you say no? You know?
Yeah.
So that's why we had an event last night, and an amazing harp player was there. What was her name again? Gracie. Amazing. Like, and she can sing.
Wow.
And I was blown away because, like, you don't see that.
Nah, never. I've never seen a harp player in my life.
And according, like, I think she does stuff for Janae.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, damn, you're at our shop, you know, performing for 25 people. But it's so intimate. It's like, yo, you're going to do this for the rest of your life because of how dope you are. But the fact that she came and blessed the spot with her shit, that's the shit that excites me. You know, and I'm watching from a distance. You know, I got my dog with me. And I'm just like staring like, yo, how many performers have came in here who are going to be people? A lot.
Yeah.
And that shit excites me, yo. Like,
yeah, it must feel good because that's her shop, and she came in here without you asking her to come or anything.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Like, she was, this dude, you know, booked it, and he had people, like, you know, he got his artist, but she came in with such a, like, presence, like, so nice. You know how some people, like, whatever level they're at, they don't say hi.
Yeah.
I think people are so caught up on the phone. Like, the face-to-face communication is kind of dead.
It is.
And she was very adamant about shaking my hand and, like, looked me in my face. And I just felt it. I was like, oh, shit, sick. Like, I can't wait to see how she likes it. And her sound check was fire.
It goes a long way.
It does.
Because it has such a lasting impression on you.
It does.
You know?
How many people do, and I don't remember them, you know? It's like the ones that I'm looking you in your eyes. You're going to remember my name. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. That person's, they're strong-willed, you know?
Yeah.
And that, how many other people performed that night? Like last night? Like 4 people? But she was the one who stood out to me. And, you know?
Yeah.
Because of how her whole character.
How she carried herself and everything.
It's very important.
Yeah, I think so too. Going back a little bit, we talked about like the inspirations that you had. Mm-hmm. Hip Hop Connection was one of them. Clothing. What were some of the inspirations, like musically, like some of your artists back then?
Pharrell. Lupe. Mos. Gym Class Heroes, like essentially.
Okay.
Travis McCoy, like early Papercut Chronicles, like I was reciting that like all the time, because also like as a man or growing up, there's certain ages where like certain things like start to happen. Like when you hit high school and you see like older dudes who have like girlfriends and shit.
Yeah.
The subconscious, like the self-awareness, like, oh shit, I'm not good enough to have like, you know, like I was a nerd, so like I felt like, yo, no one's really fucking with me. So that album, it just hit home because I was kind of depressed. Mm-hmm. I was sad like almost all the time, but you couldn't really tell because I wasn't like expressing myself.
Right.
But that album let me express myself.
He made it cool to be different.
He made it cool to feel. Like yo, I'm talking about depression, kind of like Kid Cudi. Like, you know, Kid Cudi's one of my favorite all time. He's one of it. Inspiration as a human. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jay-Z, Nas, Q-Tip.
What inspires me about Jay-Z is the fact that he didn't get started till 26. Like,
well, he didn't drop Reasonable Doubt to 26.
Reasonable Doubt, okay.
But he was rapping with Jaz-O before that. They were doing the like that fast rap. Like early, and on top of that, he was a drug dealer, bro.
Yeah,
like the biggest one in New York,
in Brooklyn.
Like he came into the rap game 100 rags strong. Yeah, that's a bar. I was like, damn, how? Like, damn, you were pushing weight back in '88.
Yep,
those are his songs. That's a bar. Like I was like, yo. Obviously, I wasn't gonna do that shit, so I don't idolize that part of his life, but the fact of how he tells his story, carries himself, you know, that shit was inspiring to me.
Right,
man. The Gorillas,
yeah,
another left field type of shit. You know, I love their music, man. Like Stereo Lab, man. I can go on and on. Like, I take shit from. Obviously, I rap though. You know, like. Yeah. So, like, obviously, rappers are going to be the shit that I listen to the most. Of
course.
Like, right now, I'm heavy into Skepta.
And Skepta, yeah. UK, he's like...
UK, yo.
Big out there,
big
man.
SK level.
Yep.
Like, I'm out here reciting his shit because... But you see how, like... There's a hella UK artist, right?
Yeah.
Hella. There's always been garage rap, right? But why does he stand out? To me... It's because he's completely happy with himself. Like, it's so confident. Like, you can hear it. Like, he's telling you about his life. There's no facade. There's no, I'm rapping fake shit to you because, like, you know, the ring shit, the money shit, He doesn't do that. He talks about his fucking life. And to me, that's so important. Like, especially with music. Because there's people listening, I can relate to that. I can relate to that, what he just said. Or what she said. Oh, shit. She's going through what I went through.
Yeah.
Damn. They expressed it for me. You can change people's lives.
Yeah, if you can actually connect with the music versus, like, just some, like, turn-up shit or it's just, like, it's background music. You're, like...
Party.
Yeah.
So many parties... get you old and fat
because that shit sells too, like, probably why it's so big. I'm guessing,
Who doesn't want to turn up?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say I don't listen to Travis.
Yeah,
because I do. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
I love turning up. But then for the downtime, I want to gain wisdom. It just so happens that music provides that wisdom for a lot of people. It's easier to listen to music than to go sit down in a class and get lectured.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, how many values and life lessons have we learned from our favorite artists?
Like Kendrick or something.
Like Kendrick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, Kendrick, he'll show you his surrounding.
Or J. Cole, bro.
J. Cole, another one. Damn, I was in this conversation at Complex Con, and I'm hanging around with like music fucking, hierarchy. Like, yo, I'm a music head.
Okay.
And I love these people I'm with, right?
Yeah.
They're having a conversation about like rappers and shit. And then I just, at the time, and I still believe it, like, hate me if I'm wrong, or I don't even know if you can be right or wrong about this, but I was like, yo, J. Cole over, at the time, I said J. Cole over Kendrick.
Damn. Yo,
everyone was like, get the fuck out.
That's like bringing up the LeBron, MJ, Kobe shit.
But my explanation was like, yo, J. Cole, because just right now, because look at what he's doing with, like, the entire, his movement.
Yeah.
Dreamville.
Connecting so many fucking people.
Like, Earth Gang is working with such and such now, and Boz is working with Sango.
Yep.
And
they got Smino and Monty Booker on there too.
Smino's on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that whole, you're bringing this world of where it used to be like, how we said earlier, like competitive, right? But you're bringing people together to create this tight, endless, timeless music.
Yeah.
I only can salute that. Like, that's a goal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said that. J. Cole, goddamn, like,
who else is doing that?
No one.
Yeah.
No one. Like, no one's having these type of sessions. Bring in the artists, let them work. Obviously, he's gonna drop bars too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what he does. But the thought process, I'm sure it's him and his team. So it's not just.
Mm-hmm.
But he probably had the idea like, yo, let's bring all these tight ass people together, put them in a couple rooms, have them bounce around ideas, and we gonna make some fire shit. All I heard from those sessions was dope stories.
Yeah. And
that's inspiring. So it's like, yeah, like, fuck, I can relate to wanting to do that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So 1027, your new tape just came out, right?
Yeah.
What are these some of the things that inspired that?
Yeah, of course. 1027 to me it's like it's finally like a fulfillment of releasing my music, because it was just always so like, it's for a lot of people, for me too, it's scary to share.
Yes.
Because it's so quick how music is digested now too. Mm-hmm. Everyone is releasing something new. Everyone's a rapper, or everyone's
it's so easy to put your shit out now.
It's easy, and 1027 was like, yo, let's really work hard on these 10 tracks. It's a deeper meaning too. Like, the day of my birthday this year, I was in a car accident.
Oh,
and which is my third one.
Damn.
And all of them have been really like life changing, like in the sense of like, damn, I really have to appreciate everything I do, because it's like that.
Were they like near death?
We flipped.
Fuck, that's crazy.
We flipped. And at the time it was August, and we had set the date to drop in October, right? And we were still coming up with names of the album, because it's an album. I don't even want to say it's a tape, because it's an album. It's 10 tracks.
10 tracks, okay.
That are all original, that we worked on. The day, so it was August 2nd, right? The 8th month of the second day. That adds up to 10, right? I was born 91. That adds up to 10. 1027 is the address of our apartment above the store. So Play Nice is 1029. The apartment is 1027.
Okay.
If you add those up, that adds up to 10. And when the car accident happened, all this shit, I get home, and you know, obviously my life is like, I'm thinking about what's important. Like, what do I have to do? Like, how can I like shake this near death experience? Let me just work, you know. So we're coming up with title names, and then it all hit me. I'm on the phone with Dom, and I just started adding all, like, I started seeing the number 10 everywhere. It was like 10 when we were on the phone.
What the fuck?
It was crazy. It was like some supernatural shit. And I told them, I'm like, yo, like, I keep seeing the number 10. The apartment is 1027. Like, he's like, yo, 10 means like you're reaching a new level of like your life. Like, you're reaching this new, like, untouched, unheard of, like you're ascending. Okay. And it's like the most complete number, because 1 is like a creation and 0 is like infinity. So that's what the definition of what 10, the meaning of 10. He's like, yo, we should call it 1027. I was like, yo, fucking genius. Let's do it. Yeah, I had to. It was like God was like, yo, kept slapping me with
1027.
Yeah, like, yo. Like, and a lot of the tracks were finished in the apartment. Okay. So it just made sense. And it's like an ode to the spot. Right. Know? Yeah. So it was like, let's just do this. Like, let's just believe in this product. And already the film was already being made. We were almost done by August. I just had to fly out to Kansas to get like a couple more scenes from him. Okay. And bro, we finished that. So fulfilling, bro. Yeah, like, that's why I'm here with you. Yeah. You know, a year ago, no one's asking me to be on a podcast.
You think so?
Yeah, no. Hell, like, no one's hitting me up to like, yo, I want to shoot you. Yeah. I want to take photos of you. I was doing it was the other way around. Yeah. Because I'm trying to get work. Yep. Now I got these dope photographers hitting me up like, yo, I'm gonna be in town. I want to shoot you. Like, I fuck with your work. I'm like, yo, thank you. Like,
that's fulfilling to you.
It's so fulfilling. It's like, this is what we worked for. Yep. You know? And now it starts happening. I'm grateful as fuck, bro. Like this, I am forever grateful.
Man, I appreciate that so much. Yeah. I mean, for me, the reason why I had you on is because, like, I seen the moves you've been making, man, and it's like, I don't know, it's inspiring to me. The fact that, like, you have so much shit going on. You're not just like film directing. You're not just videography, photography. You're fucking in so many things. Yeah. It's like I feel like you have a lot to offer. You offer a lot of value to people listening and watching. Thank you. Like, you should be getting fucking recognition for your shit, man.
Thank you so much.
And I listened to some of the album too, man. It's hard. Like, thank you, I really do. So some of the inspiration from it was just like your old school, like, hip hop love and everything like that.
Yeah. I love to fucking rap. Like, I love how back then it was like, literally, yo, Mos, I'm gonna go with Talib and we're gonna create this hip hop shit, and we freestyle in the streets, no worries. I wish I would have grew up in New York because of that. Yeah. But out here, it's like, it's different because everyone's kind of like separated. You know, I think out there, because everything is so constricted, people are always like, you know, battle rap. And I love that, like, era. I feel like, not that I'm stuck in that era, but I feel like that's what shaped me. You know, that shaped me to rap the way I do, to talk about what I do, you know.
As far as, like, the lyrics go, do you think, like, getting into poetry in the 5th grade and, like, going on is just, like, paying off right now for you?
Hell yeah.
Because of the bars?
Hell yeah. I'll be talking with, like, Kim, and I'll be talking to Ryan, and I'll just drop in a little adjective right here, like a little $10 word, just because, little sprinkle, exquisite, grandiose, you know, like, because of that, like, because of being that kid, like, my thirst for knowledge, I was thirsty. Yeah. Like, I always wanted to know more, and not to be the kid to be like, nah, you wrong, but just because I wanted to know shit, you know, like, I would get in conversations with my uncles at the table, be the only motherfucker talking politics, and they're like, what the fuck does he know? And they're like, nah, let him talk, because they gave me, I'm like, okay, you gonna let me speak? That's what I know about this.
They don't know that you're educated, right? Like,
they always, you know, when older people always try to belittle you.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've tried not to do. Like now, because I'm older, I'm 10 years older than my sister. And I always keep that in the back of my mind. Like, yo, I'm going to let her speak. I'm going to let her do what, you know, what she thinks is right, or say what she wants to say, and not be the one to be like, nah. I want to listen, and then maybe advice.
Yeah.
You know, because I hated the whole, I'm older than you, I'm wiser. Sure you are. You have more experience. You have lived longer. But I understand this too. You know? So don't tell me that I'm wrong. I mean, if I'm wrong, okay, yeah, I'm wrong. But don't tell me, like, I'm older, so I know.
That's the reason why you're wrong.
Yeah,
because I'm older.
because fuck that. Nah,
yeah.
There's older people who are fucked up. Who do fucked up things.
You could do the same thing repetitively. Doesn't mean it's the right thing.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
You could be doing the wrong thing for 30 years, bro.
And
like,
and then you're advising people like, oh, nah.
Yeah.
You're wrong, you youngsters.
That's why I said it's dangerous to you got to be careful who you take advice from.
Exactly.
You get led down the wrong path real quick.
And not come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how many kids from my high school are like still doing the same shit that they were doing in 09?
Yep.
OD, a lot of them. Like all, like, shit, I can't recall other than me and Mike, like, out of the people graduated from my school, and Vic from Rosecrans. No, everyone's like fat as fuck, has kids.
Yeah.
And miserable doing 9 to 5. I mean, some people obviously happy doing 9 to 5. You providing.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we know how that is.
Yeah.
Like, you know the stresses they go through.
100%.
It's like normal now. And for us, we took the risks. We're like, fuck it, let's risk it. Let's try to do what we want to do. And then by trying, we've achieved it. You know.
Yeah.
Rocky said some shit in the interview. He's like, you gonna knock on me for trying? When did it become not cool to try? I was like, yo,
oh yeah, I heard that too.
You remember? He's like, suck a dick. Might as well suck another dick. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try shit, and that just goes. Like, that's why I have a lot to offer. You know, like, I also like, one day when I'm older, I want to get into coaching. Like,
coaching what?
Soccer. Like, I love that sport. Like,
okay.
I can even coach basketball too, but there's just, you know, it's another thing that I have in my mind that I will do, because if it comes in here, I'm gonna do it.
Is that because you love the sport, or you want to make like an impact on lives, like these kids' lives?
Both. Because I grew up playing soccer, and that shit changes the way I think about so many things. Like, it's a team sport, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to say I don't need help from anyone. I would love to say I did this on my own. For the most part, I kind of do, but I have people who help me.
Yeah.
And that is so important, bro. Like, team chemistry, having a goal in mind, reaching that goal, and then trying to attain it again is something that always inspires me. Like, especially with an 11-man team. And the way, like, soccer works, bro, everyone has to be moving. Everyone is in constant head on a swivel, moving forward, dropping back, touching, trusting your teammate to have your back. It's not, and it's like in football, you know, it's set plays.
Yeah.
You can't really make set plays in soccer. It's all fluidity.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you don't know where the ball is going to bounce. So you're on the fly. Kind of like with everything that we do. You're on the fly. And if you trust that person, that he has your back, okay, he's going to get my back. Or I'm communicating, I'm moving forward, please get my back.
Yeah.
Same thing in life. Like,
so applicable to everything.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that shit. I'll probably do it when I have a kid. I'll coach.
Yeah, there's a time and place for that.
Yeah, there's a time.
I've been thinking about that a lot too. Like, my old high school like hit me up to coach, and like, time commitment wise, I don't have the time to do it, but I've always like, damn, I would love to do some shit like that.
Now you're giving back to the shit you love.
Yeah. Like, cause man, you can make such a big impact on people that are that age. Like, they look up to these coaches. I remember when I was at it, I looked to my coaches.
I'm
like,
sure you
so
have
much.
one coach that you'll always love.
Yes, bro. Shout out Coach Bogan. Like,
you see,
you're not gonna see this, but like,
yeah.
shout out to.
But shout out to him,
Yeah.
because he probably most likely impacted the way you work with how he inspires. Like, I love coaches, bro. Like,
yes,
some coaches, like, you know, there's always going to be a coach that thinks, like what we talked about, I'm older, I'm wiser, I know more, I know better. But there's certain coaches that provide, like, the spark. Like, yo, I'm not going to give you the keys, but I'll show you. Now you have to figure it out. And then you're in there, bro, and you're doing it, and you get lost in the sport, and you're like, oh shit, I'm actually doing it.
Yeah,
I'm doing what he said we would do. Oh shit, we won a trophy. Fuck yeah.
So like, you know, like, if I can put this work ethic and achieve something like that, then it's like you take that same fucking passion and that same, like, just work ethic, you put it to another thing, and it's like a formula.
It's a formula.
Yeah.
And that's why, like I mentioned last year, I don't think, I know I didn't have the formula all the way down in my head. Like, maybe the pieces were there. You know, obviously I'm surrounded by amazing, like, musicians and photographers and videographers and all these people who are my friends who are killing it. But last year I didn't really believe in myself. You know, I had that little mental block.
Right. Like,
I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And it just switched when I started believing, damn, I am good enough. I'm in ciphers with such and such, and I bodied it. Or I showed my film at this film festival last year in LA, and the homie, he does shit for, like, big productions, like huge people, and he rented out this space down here. And this is a film I made in 2017, and I was kind of not, like, shy to show it, right? But he was like, no, you gotta show it, like, just come anyways. I didn't want to go. Ricky was like, yo, put your suit on, we'll show up Rosewood style, we'll all go suited, I got your back, like, we'll show up. And I was like, damn, I think my film's gonna suck in comparison to all these people who he knows. And bro, like, people really gravitated towards it, and then, like, people started coming up to me after, and I was like, holy shit, this can be what it's gonna be like. It can be like that. And then I was like, okay, this is it. I gotta do this for the rest of my life. Like, I'm gonna do a feature film, I'm gonna do a couple more albums, and I'm gonna travel and tour this shit, because this is what I've always wanted, and it'll happen. Like, it's starting to happen.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
you can see the progression, right?
I can see it. I can look back and I'm like, yo, holy shit, there's a body of work now, you know? And yeah. I'm eager, like, I'm yearning for it. Certain people lose the passion, and I don't think I'm ever gonna lose the passion.
Yeah, people, that's important too. People burn out really fast. Like, I think the reason why that happens is because people get involved for the wrong reasons. They see some shit, like, maybe what you're doing, they're like, this looks cool, I want to do it because of the status that comes with it, and then, like, might last a few months, a year, something like that.
How many people have one hits? You never hear of them again.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Know what's your, like, why? Why do you do this?
Because I love it.
Because you love it.
Because I love it. Like, I don't see myself doing anything else other than being an artist. I've always seen, like, this. Like, I've seen music and movies as, like, this, like, dream of mine. Like, always, bro. Growing up, my mom had Thriller and a cassette tape, and I would play that shit back, rewind, play it back, rewind. And I was like, yo, I want to do this. Like, I would look at the tape and, like, how is there a movie in here? Like, I was intrigued, literally. And I would ask my mom, like, yo, how is what I'm seeing on this tape? Yeah. And I would get so frustrated because she didn't know. She was like, I don't know what they do. I don't know the process.
Probably still don't know. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, I don't know how they. I mean, you know, it's developing film and, like, you know, dark rooms, and obviously there's, like, a physical aspect to it. But the magical part to me was that it's created by an artist who sees a vision, who has a song, who has a storyline, a plot, and a story to share. I was like, yo, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to always do that. I remember I was the only like I was pretty chubby growing up, right? Hung around with athletes, and at the time everyone was skateboarding, and I had my mom's big ass VHS camera, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna record you guys' your parts, and we'll turn it into the local skate shop, and we'll see if they want to sponsor y'all. And I did it, and I recorded. You know, I never got the tape. I never got it onto tape, but I did it. You know, I filmed them, and I was like all bands, you know, and they were all doing these crazy tricks, and I'm like in there like filming like a proud mom and shit. But you know, that always, that desire to do it always has been in my head, in my heart. Like I don't think I would do anything else, bro.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you had the education you had and you had the chance to do that, it's a big risk.
It is. I see how, like, you know, some of my family members might see, like, oh, they don't understand the shit we're doing for other people, too. Like, I want to change other people's lives, too, for the better.
Yeah.
You know, like how I mentioned earlier, like, play nice. Like, that's putting other people in my head. Like, okay. I want to affect them. I want them to succeed. Like, I went to this thing at Shopify, Jess Staple, Gavin from Supervision, and the homies from Bristol, which I'm wearing. They do crazy shit. Yeah. They were having a little talk, and Jess Staple said, back then, I had the plugs, and I had all the knowledge and all the everything I needed, and I didn't want to share with no one because I didn't want anyone to copy or to take my plugs or to like mooch off of what I had to work hard to get.
Yeah.
He's like, but now looking back, I'm gonna share with you. I'm gonna share the knowledge. I'm gonna share the plug. I'm gonna share the information I have, because I know that I am doing what I'm doing the only way I'm doing it. You can't copy me.
Yeah, even if you tried.
Even if you tried. It might look similar, but it's not Jeff Staple. I was like, damn, that's so true. Like, back then, I wouldn't want to be like, oh, I'm not going to tell you where I got this.
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you. Like, nah, find your own. Now it's like, fuck it, I found it here, and this is what you can do to get better at editing. This is what you can do. I'm going to share my knowledge.
That's dope.
Because we need to.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that kid, if I deny him some shit, he's going to go back, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. But now it's like, oh, shit, he put me on. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Same thing with me. Like, if it wasn't for Coleman at Stone's Throw, I never learned how to do Premiere. I'll still be doing Final Cut 10. But he's like, yo, you're going to edit this. Here's how you start a sequence. Figure it out.
Wait, talk about that real quick, how that happened, because I know we talked about that off camera, but for the listeners, like, what exactly happened there?
So I met Joe K in college. We had the same, I don't know what class it was, like Com 300. I met him. We gravitated. I had a Jay Dilla shirt on. Oh, he's a big Jay Dilla fan.
No, it's funny. Andres told me that same story. He said he met Joe K because he was listening to the radio show, and they were playing a Dilla song, and he's like, hold up, like, I'm the only person who knows about Dilla. Let me hit this dude up.
For real. And I was around. So, like, I met Joe, Andres, Andre Power, basically the entire Selection crew within, like, months. We all met each other at the same time. But I met them through Joe.
Okay.
And at the time, I was just carrying a camera with me all the time. And I was filming everything on campus. Because I just wanted to, basically what I'm doing now, I just wanted to have my own footage with my music behind it.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. So I was doing it. And then Joe was like, yo, come with me after class. I was like, oh, sure. We walk in, and we get to this spot at school. It's locked. Mind you, every time I would go through this building, I would always go through here to see if the college radio station, K Beach at the time, to see if it was open, because I wanted to work there. I wanted to be a part of it. So we're walking, we're in this building, and I'm like, where is he taking me? Like, I thought we were gonna go smoke, because I had like a joint on me, and I had told him. I was like, oh, we're gonna go burn one. I gotta go back to class anyways. We're walking, and then we get closer to the spot, and in my head I'm like, if this dude goes into the radio station, I'm about to lose it. He has the keys.
You got the keys?
He had the keys. So he opens up, takes off the locks, turns on the lights, goes into the station. I'm like, yo, this is what... I'm like, this can't be true. Like, this is like fucking surreal. Bro, he plugs in. He's like, take a seat, bro. Take a load off. Like, chill. I'm like, all right. Sit my ass down. He plays like some Sango shit. Like Daruchinia 1. Like the first... Yo, I was blown away.
What year was this?
This is like 2012.
Okay.
Or 2011. One of them. I think it was 2012. Because I think Good Kid, Mad City had just dropped.
Okay, yeah. That's like one of those albums you remember, like, exactly what you were doing at that time.
How random how I think of Good Kid, Mad City, I think of 2012. You know?
That's how you recollect. Like,
yeah, I was, oh shit, 20. Yeah, that was it. So he's playing, yo, I felt like I was on a spaceship ride. And I'm like, yo, like, you work here? He's like, yo, I'm the program director. I was like, fuck. Yes. Like, tight. Let me hang out here. He's like, yo, I'll do you one better. I was like, what? He's like, yo, I'm a graduate. Do you want a job? I'm like, what do you want me to do? He's like, you can take my job. I was like, yo, say less.
Blessings.
So I started doing that, and then I started filming him everywhere he went. Joe. Personally, first it was just him. And then I was editing on Final Cut. I did like a video for them, like a 12-minute video. And people started loving this shit. It was like Inside the Sound of Tomorrow. Okay. Right?
Yeah,
it was like episode 1.
A little docu-series.
Right? Like a docu-series that I did for him. I did like 10 episodes. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna get my own little like office space in Highland Park. You should come by. You should come and edit over here when you're not at K Beach. I says, yeah, perfect. Like, you're my friend, you're my brother, I love you. Like, I'm gonna go. So I start going. And backstory, before Highland Park shit, I had met Coleman random at a party, not knowing that it was him. Like, just random. Like, but I remember meeting him, right? So fast forward, we get to Highland Park. We're at the HQ, and Joe already knew Coleman because Coleman was Joe's mentor. I didn't know that, and he's like, "Yo, I want to introduce you to someone. Like, he's an OG in the game. He's a DJ. He's a videographer. He's an editor. Like, he's just an amazing human. Like, I think you're gonna really vibe with him." I'm like, "Yeah, say less." So it's literally his office was next door. So knock on the door. He's like, Coleman. I'm like, yo, I remember you. He's like, oh yeah, you were at the Halloween, or it was like a New Year's party. Yeah. And the girl was throwing up right next to us. I was like, yeah. So like we recollected and we connected immediately. And I remember like I showed him that first video, and I know he lost interest immediately when he saw it was 12 minutes. Oh. Like, he saw and he was like, this is cool. He was being straight up with me. He's like, this is tight, but it's too long for me. It's too long for anyone else. Like, attention span, bro. Immediately started giving me notes. So I'm like, I'm taking these notes. I'm like, fuck it. Attention span, cut here, cut there, J cuts, L cuts. I'm like, what the fuck?
You don't even know what this means.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna Google this. Like, I have to Google this. And he saw me writing it down. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm writing down your notes. And I think that triggered him to like, he's like, oh, he's really about it. He's like, he really wants to know. So every time I would go to HQ, I would always say what's up to Coleman and hang out in his office when he was there. And more, he started trusting me. And he had just got the Adobe Premiere Suite that had just released. He had like a cracked version. He's like, here, I got you something. Happy birthday. And it wasn't even my birthday or nothing like that. He's like, here, like, do this now in front of me. Like, put it on your laptop. I'm like, okay. First, because he didn't know how to, like, he didn't know if it was going to work or not. Yeah. So he used me as a guinea pig. But then second, because he wanted me to learn how to edit on Premiere. So I put that shit in, shit opens, and he just taught me the basics. Like, open a sequence, here are your hotkeys, go to work. I was like, shit. I was like, fuck, I've never driven this before.
Yeah.
You know, this is for sure my first beer. Like, you know, like, I remember this one, you know? And he just helped me, man. Like, he was that dude. Like, he really put me on how to edit. He would take me to gigs, how to set up a light, how to be a camera assistant. Like, he made me do all this shit because he wanted me to realize, like, it's not always about just the dude who's doing the directing. Like, he's getting it done, but look at the other people between the lines.
Yeah.
Like, the boom guy, he's helping the audio. Like, without the audio, you have nothing. Like, you just have a couple images, you know?
Yeah.
The camera assistant, like, it might seem like a slave type of job, but he's gaining knowledge, and he will one day become the master.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I didn't see it like that.
It's like having like a bar back. He's gonna be the bartender one day. Type
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
He's going to be the bartender, and the bartender's going to own the bar one day.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, growing up, I never thought of it like that because we're so young, right? We're caught up in our own bullshit, insecurities and all that shit. So when he put that wise man shit on me, I was like, yo, thank you. You changed my life. Because now I edit freelance when I have to. Get it, like, you know, a couple hundred here, 1,000 here. That, it all adds up, and it's feeding me. It's providing a good life for us.
Yeah.
Off of what he taught me.
That's crazy. He didn't have to do any of that
He
either.
He didn't.
I
bro.
love people like that, man.
Me too. And
That
that's
do
why I
shit
try
like
to be like that.
Okay.
Because of people like him and my mom and like him too. Like, great people, you know, great people provide great life, you know, like, how could you deny that? Or how could you not want to be a part of that? Yeah. You know, it's like,
that's how, man, it's so important to surround yourself with these type of people.
Of course.
Like, it breeds like what type of person you become. I feel like
it does. And then you change people's lives, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Right?
It really is.
It really is. Yeah. Like, this shit's so fast, you know. You see the shit that's going on right now?
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. Everywhere. It's more blatant here because motherfuckers is dying at schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the only place you think you would be safe.
Yeah, bro.
Or a church, right? And then even then,
like, yeah, it's still like hate groups out there doing shit like that.
It's insane. So while we're here, we might as well share love, knowledge, wisdom, and give back.
Right. So with like all that you've done with film, what are some of the places that, like, you mentioned Brazil earlier, like, where have you traveled to? Where is your creative art taking you to?
I've been to Africa, South Africa, Canada, Belize, Mexico, Guatemala. That's about it.
And then around the U.S. probably everywhere.
Oh yeah, almost all the states, almost except for like Florida. I've never been to Florida, and I've never been to Boston either, but like I know I will. Yeah. You know, like I know it's coming.
You're still so young in your career.
I am. I really feel youthful as fuck. Like, I'm 28 though. A lot of people at this time, like, I always look at Tyler, right? Because Tyler's 28 too.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought he was older than that.
But because he started at a young age, you know, dropping music, and this is my first one, so I'm only gonna keep going, and I'm only gonna keep dropping shit because now I know what it takes. Like, I know what it takes to do a rollout. Just me and Dom. Me and Dom did it by ourselves. Like, everything, the press release, all the videos I shot and edited, the album photography, I did it. The merch, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna print my own merch because that's what I do.
Yeah.
I designed it too, and you know, he helped with the distribution because he already had been drop music. So DistroKid, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, whatever, wherever you can put music and find it and stream it, he already knew how to do it. Like, so the process was so fluid.
Where you were lacking, like,
he had,
and what he was lacking, you had.
Exactly, because he was like, yo, I ain't never been in a film. I'm like, yo, you will today? Like, we gonna do this. And he's like, fuck yeah. He's about to premiere it over there in Kansas, because he's from Kansas City, and that city doesn't have what we have as far as art.
Yeah, I wonder how he got this sound like coming out from out there.
Bro, amazing, because he loves what I love. He likes Mos Def. He likes Lupe.
Yeah.
You know, he loves Pharrell. He fucking, we both look at Currency as a top 10.
Yeah, bro.
And that's when we were like, yo, we're so similar because of music, regardless of where you grew up. Grew up in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, in comparison to growing up into a big city like LA. So it was music that really brought us together. So that's why it's like, it's shit like that amazes me, yo.
Yeah.
Back then I would never, like, you know how earlier it's like, oh, you look at this thing and it's so like dream like.
Yeah.
It's far reached, you know, but it's really not, because we can do it.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing this.
Yeah.
You know, you're a couple episodes in, and you had nothing but great artists on your shit.
Yeah.
Like Coughs, one of the best photographers I know.
Yeah, yeah, she's dope as hell.
Waldo, I fucking love Waldo.
Man, and the thing is, like, shit like this that happens, like, you didn't even, like, Waldo, I just met him when I was doing it with Andres, and, like, I chopped it up with him. I'm like, man, you dope. Like, I never even heard his music before then.
Wow.
And I was just like, yo, like, let me have you on.
Yeah.
And, like, we developed a relationship, and then, like, now I listen to his album, like, this was the dude that I was talking to. Like, his shit is fucking good.
It's fire.
Like,
it's fire. He's a great artist. You know, you have great people like Andres. Come on, and he is so real, bro.
Yes, but they're one of the weirdest people I've met in my life. 100%.
So real, and it's because of the way we grew up. Like, I know Azusa is in LA, but I didn't grow up in LA. I grew up in Downey, right? Long Beach, Downey area. It's very similar to Azusa's, like Latino driven and hella gang shit.
Yeah.
How do you maneuver around that to not get caught up in that whirlwind? Shit, he did it through music. Me too.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have these people and you're bringing them on, and whoever listens is gonna gain something. Yeah. I gained something from the Waldo interview, from Andres too, even though he's my homie. Yeah. You know, like, you just gain these little tidbits of knowledge, and that shit goes such a long way.
Yeah. And I feel that too, because, like, I've been getting a lot of good feedback from people just, like, about what they learn, and that's, like, what my payoff is. Like, I'm not getting bread from this right now. You know what I mean? Like,
you will, though.
Yeah, God forbid, like, I'll get sponsorships down the road. Like, I have a plan for everything. I'm dropping merch later. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as you should.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up with shit, but, like, my biggest payoff is just people getting shit from it, like, and applying it. Like, I've had people hit me up like, yo, I heard some of these come ups and skills, like, because the whole point of it is like, yo, you're laying out the blueprint of how to do this. Like, where else can somebody connect with you? Like, they don't even necessarily have to meet you. They can, like, get inspired off your story and just start their shit of their own. And then they let me know, like, I did this because I listened to this podcast you had. And it's like, man, that humbles the shit out of me, man.
Hell
like,
yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, I love this. Like, this is a part of the bigger picture, you know, journalism, podcast, radio, film, music, all that, bro. Everyone is entertained by it.
Yeah.
And they seek it more than they do other shit.
People seek knowledge.
People seek knowledge. Believe it or not, like, as dumb as we're getting, there's still smart motherfuckers out there who want to get smarter. So these conversations don't happen every day. Like, they don't. And they should, though.
Yeah. But
the platform like this, your platform is only going to get bigger.
Yeah.
Because I see it. And I believe in it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
of course.
That means a lot to me.
Of course.
And, like, what other, like, chance do you have an opportunity to really, like, have a conversation like this for this amount of time? Like, it's just like the music thing. Everything's so fast.
Everyone's
like,
speeding through it.
Yeah.
Let me fast forward to the part where he talks about the bitch.
Yeah.
Gossip. Nah. I love podcasts. I love the Knuckleheads podcast. The one with Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles. Because they break into what goes down in the NBA behind closed doors. Like, all these athletes, they're not super balling after.
Yeah.
Some of them go broke.
A lot of them go broke.
A lot of them. So they start fiscal responsibility. That applies to me. You know, I'm going to start saving money now.
Yeah.
Holding it for, for real reasons. Not go and spend how much ever on a night out or OD on brand goods.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my own brand. I'm gonna have that be my cash cow.
Yep.
Bring it back to me, and then put the homies on if they want.
Yeah.
And that goes to show like their ability to tell stories or to tell the truth inspires me. So I want to be on a podcast. I want to have my own podcast. You know what I'm saying?
You always could too.
Yeah.
So it's not easy, man. Like, but it's like
it's
accessible.
doable. It's accessible.
100% accessible.
Exactly.
And I'm super particular about the guests that I have on, just because, like, for example, I've had probably 21 episodes. I've had like 5 or 6 photographers, and I think that's so important.
You did Travis Scott photographer?
Yeah, I did him, and he does like Rolling Loud, all that shit. But like, to me, it's like, yo, nobody like does podcasts on these people, but they have some of the dopest stories because they as you know, like, you following everybody, like you're experiencing the same thing as these like top artists are experiencing.
Yeah.
So it's like, why wouldn't you want to hear that story? They like,
shit, bro, photographers go through it the worst sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I just did some shit for Complex Con. I was shooting Avion, the tequila, and one of their spokesperson is 21 Savage. And my job literally was to get the 5 minutes that he was gonna come and do the meet and greet, and capture that and turn that into a video, right?
Right.
Yo, the security guards, knowing damn well that I'm working for Avion, like it's blatant. I got the pass, I got the shirt. Like, the lady was like, yo, he's our photographer, he's gonna do it. They did not let me shoot this man, bro.
What? Like,
the dude was like, I'm gonna grab your fucking camera, I'm gonna break that shit. I'm like, what? I'm working, yo. Like,
yeah.
And I had to tell him, I was like, yo, I'm doing what you're doing. You're on paid time right now. I need to get this, to get my job done. This is my part of my job description.
Why would they deny you think? Because
he's a superstar and you're getting too close. Like, stay away from the merchandise. Like, God knows if they thought that I was gonna try to, like, I'm not trying to steal his soul with the fucking photo.
Yeah.
Literally, you're getting paid to be here, bruh. Like, you're the spokesperson. You don't want to look tight. So then I just flick away anyways. I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna get my angles. Like, shit, I'm close enough to where I can get what I need to get. So I ended up doing it. And that's why I always think back, like, fuck, yo, like, photographers really go through it. Like, some people, like, really make it hard for you to be dope.
To do your job.
Yeah, like I fuck with Travis Scott for, like, kicking, like, get off my fucking stage, like, But then at the end, also, I think about, like, damn, like, the photographer's probably just doing his job.
Yeah.
He's capturing your image to make you look tight. Maybe he's going to get paid for it, but at the end of the day, you look tight.
Yeah.
You look awesome. That's
what it is. Win-win.
It's a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
So why be a dick to the photographer?
Yeah.
Like, I never got that. And that's why I respect it so much, bro. Some people who are really good at what they do is because they stay low-key. And they're able to maneuver around that shit.
Yeah, how you maneuver in the industry is so important too.
Because if you're fucking corny and you a cheese ball and you're, like, thirsty and horny, like, that shit comes off immediately. You know when someone's, like, trying to be there for clout. You can see that shit. You can smell it, bruh. Like,
yeah.
And you go through that shit. Like, it's constant. It's, you see it, and then the ones who are real, like, smooth, job in, job out, done. Product fire. Not once did he name drop. Not once did they bring up I know such and such. That's why, like,
yeah. So the work speaks for itself.
Yes, it's quality, bro.
Out here too, it's like you meet somebody from LA. It's like initially just like, I do this. Like shit. Saying what I ask you what you would do.
How's your day going? Like,
yeah.
Like, yo, hi. Oh yeah, I know that person. Oh shit, tight. But how's your day going, man? Like,
yeah.
Do you like this weather, bro? Like,
I think it's something out here, bro, because, like, you traveled places. Yeah. It's not always like that everywhere. Not.
It's so receptive other places. Like, Africa, bro, I know it's dangerous and shit. Maybe because I was a tourist. But people are so fucking nice.
Yeah.
So nice, respectful, like eye contact, like the shit we were talking about earlier, like here, not here, not on the phone, you know, like engaged. I love that shit. It reminds me of being a human. Like, I swear, like, people forget to get off this shit. Like, Black Mirror is so trippy to me because of how real it is.
Yeah, you feel like it's gonna happen. Like,
it's starting to happen.
Yeah.
If it hasn't already, you know.
That's why it's so scary, bro, because of how real it is.
Shit, man. That's why, like, you know, these, like, you know, fucking conversations, people forget how to be people, and then they become, like, mean, you know? Like, unhumanly. And that's why all that shit happens. All the negative shit that happens is because people forget, oh, that's a fucking human too.
Yeah.
He's like me, you know?
I got this theory, bro. It's like, because we live in an area where there's so many people, that we walk by so many people every single day. Like, it's hard to genuinely care about everybody when there's so many people you deal with.
Right.
Versus you go to like a small town area, it's like everyone's friendly. Hey, how are you doing? Like, they can actually make a connection with these people because there's less amount of them.
I think you're onto something.
You know,
that.
like,
yeah.
But here it's just like, how do you care about this many people?
You can't, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right.
That's something I think about, like.
And we're such a huge metropolis. Like, you go somewhere rural, and it's like, of course they know each other.
Yeah. Because
that's all they know. It's trippy. You would think here, people would, because just, okay, like, to piggyback off of your, like, theory, like, I'm thinking, like, damn, okay, there's so many people, right? How are we not interacting face to face then? Like, okay. So now we're doing the complete opposite, right? Yeah. Because there's so many people, I want to be isolated. But then you get to an isolation type of place, and you're like, fuck, I miss the people. Yeah, you know. Bro. So it's like, the dichotomy. It's pretty insane the time we living in right now. I don't think other generations would be able to understand this shit. Like,
nah, fuck no.
Nah, this is some, like, in history, they're gonna look back around this time. It's
gonna be in the history books.
It has to be. Yeah. The information age right now, it's insane, bro. Like, YouTube University, people like us. Yeah. Like, people can go ahead and copy paste, like, you know, like I told you, and then be somebody, right? 20 years ago, nah, that is not happening. Yeah. Like, you either you're not connected, and you're doing whatever the fuck and you know, within your constituency, everyone's doing what they're doing, and not everyone in the world knows. Yeah. I'm gonna post a photo of you and me right now.
Hell yeah.
And people know from other countries what I'm doing. Yeah. How amazing is that?
That's insane to think about.
That's like, insanely tight.
Yeah.
But, you know, with everything, there's good and there's bad. So, like, what do we use it for? I'm doing it for myself, right? I got a brand. I got me. Yeah. You're an artist. You got you. You got to show what you're doing. Yeah. How do you not? You know, it's where the gray lines become blurry when it's to do it to self-indulge or to, like, show off, right? Yeah. Or you get caught in the scroll.
That's why, man, like, I called this, like, Ambiance, or I named it something else. I didn't want it to be my podcast. I want it to be, like, a brand, a community, like, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be about me, ever about me.
That's tight,
you know what I'm saying?
That's tight.
Is that, like, something you, like, with your brand and, like, Play Nice? Yeah. Like, do you like to kind of be behind the scenes on it, or do you?
How can I say? Yeah, sometimes I like to be behind the scenes because I love to see how it happens, and I love to see, like, the moments. But sometimes I love to be in front of the camera too, because I know, like, that this is what I'm representing, right?
It's interesting for you, but because you're involved in two industries, you make music where you're in front of it, and then you on the other side where you're behind it a lot too. So you get two perspectives. Not many people get that.
I know it's trippy. It is trippy because, you know, I know how artists are. You know, I know how some can be dicks. Yeah. And then I take that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be like that. you know? And then I know how some directors can be. So if now I'm on the other side and the director's directing me, I'm okay, shit. I'm going to do it. I'm going to listen to you because this is your vision. Same way people listen to me when I'm directing. Like, oh, okay. I'm going to listen to you. I trust you. I'm in here for your vision. It's like, oh shit. I'm going to do the same. It's like, it's giving me the ability to humble myself in both aspects.
Right.
Because I've seen it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you. So you dropped a lot of knowledge already, but like,
thank you.
What advice would you have for a young like teenager or kid who's like looking to get into like any of the fields that you're in right now?
Anything that you're trying to do, just try. Literally try and fail. Like fail to learn. Like so you can learn a lesson. You know, not everything is about winning. Like, because you're not always gonna win, right?
Yeah.
You will win though, and those victories are fucking amazing. But those lessons within like fucking up and not doing the right things will teach you later. Because I know where I fucked up in my life or in my fields, and I remind myself while I'm working, oh shit, let me not do that this time. Yeah. Let me learn from that. So always try. Listen to the people who you love for the right reasons, like we mentioned, and never ever ever conform. Okay. Like fuck conforming. Fuck that. For no one. Like it could be your lover, it could be mom, dad, whoever. Never conform, bro, because that will cripple you. Like you will not be you will not fulfill your full self if you conform to anything. And content, like being content, like no, there's always more, bro. Like,
what are some ways that you push yourself to keep going and not be content?
I always watch this is me personally. I always watch like my favorite people's lives, like the way that they, like Pharrell, perfect example. I'll go back and watch how he did what he did young, and I'll watch what he's doing now, and I'll study it, and that shit makes me feel like I have so much more to gain still. Like I'm only scratching the surface right now.
Yeah. Like
tip of the iceberg. You know, the iceberg is huge as fuck underwater. So I always like, okay, I know I could do this, and I go back and I also look at my old work, because I'm like, damn, I've gotten better, which only means I'm gonna continue to get better if I keep doing this. So that makes me feel like I'm not content, because I'm always in the search for something better. Always, bro. Right. Always. Even if it's thrifting, because I thrift too. Yeah. I'm always thrifting. Why? Because I know I'm going to find a doper piece. And it's going to be my piece. Like, for the low. You know, and that shit gets me going. Yeah. So, and all that, you know, and I work out too, man. And I play ball. And I watch sports, and it inspires me to see teams come together. Yeah. To fucking, you know, to reach an end goal and get it. Yeah. There's no content there. Like, yeah. Like LeBron, right? Let's say the Lakers win. Mm-hmm. He wasn't content with just coming to LA. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a ring. And he did whatever it had to do possible. Got AD. Magic's gone. New coach. Whatever he had to do, because he wasn't content and he wanted to fucking win. Yeah. And that inspires. You do what it takes. Yeah, you got to do what it takes.
That's why you see the sports dynasties, like Patriots. You think like they come out year after year after year after year, bringing the fucking shit. Like
they have a little system, right? Mm-hmm. They have a system. A player leaves. Who can we get to fulfill that role in that same? I hate Tom Brady.
Why you hate Tom Brady for? He's so good.
Yeah, man. Fuck. I want to see other people win sometimes, man. Nah, I really wanted Atlanta to win that year. I really wanted.
I really thought they were going to.
I was celebrating at halftime.
Oh shit.
I was talking my shit. You know, I'm a big Michael Vick fan. Yeah. Which made me a Falcon fan. I was talking hella shit. 28-3 at halftime. Lit. Mad shit. One of the homies is the Patriots fan. I'm in his face. Fuck Tom Brady. fuck Bill Belichick, cheating ass deflate gate. Y'all don't deserve this shit. Yo, oh my God. As soon as they started scoring, I was like, yeah, this is it. I was like, this is a wrap.
You saw it coming?
I saw it coming. I'm like, damn, champion mentality.
Yeah.
I wonder what the fuck they talked about in that locker room at halftime. It must have been some crazy shit because they came out gunning.
Yeah, they did.
D locked up. I wonder myself, like, yeah, do they really cheat? Like, are they cheaters, bruh?
I don't know. You seen that shit come out with the Houston's picture?
Yo, what
picture?
the fuck is that?
Like,
I'm a Dodger fan, bruh.
Me too. I'm hot. I'm salty now. Like,
I'm like, what?
Yo,
they calling the calls?
Yo, you don't know like how many championship teams, man, have done some shit.
I'm sure, bro. Like, the eager to win, but is it right? Morally, no. In soccer, you can get a lot. You get away with a lot of shit on corner kicks. You be grabbing t-shirts, fucking pulling the shorts down, elbow here, a little shoulder check.
Yeah.
You don't see it, right? All for the one under the goal.
Facts, yeah.
Same thing with sports. I'm sure motherfuckers be cheating. Yo, how many motherfuckers in the NBA taking performance-enhancing drugs? A lot. Has to be. Yo, Russell Westbrook is not natural like that.
Oh, bro, he is like...
That is... No.
You don't think that's...
I don't even want to sound pessimistic by saying it, but goddamn, there's certain things that I'm like, yo, he elevated his game.
From UCLA days, like, I don't think he was starting at UCLA.
He wasn't.
He was like Darren Collison was starting.
He was.
And this man just...
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Maybe it's God-given, but a lot of these dudes, I know for a fact, take that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's cheating, right. But is it wrong completely? Not fully. You know, there's a gray area.
Yeah.
Same thing with everything else right here. Like music samples, right? Or film. Like I've tried to remake certain scenes to pay homage to my favorite shit. Is that copying? No, I don't think so.
Right.
Because, you know, I took what I love and try to do it myself. So, you know, there's always going to be gray areas in that shit.
Yeah. But shit, the fucking championship teams find a way to get it done.
And as you should. Shit.
Yeah.
And it's hard to win a championship in any aspect.
It is.
You know, be completely honest. Like, sometimes you got to do those things, right?
Yeah.
You got to get your hands dirty sometimes.
One of my coaches told me one time about, like, for example, the Patriots, like, the reason why they're so successful is they have this culture, you know, like, that they've created, right? Yeah. So it's like everybody on the team is on board with that. So that's why you see these people, maybe not an A-B situation, because that's just like a one-off. Different. Yeah, but you've seen them take
dumb.
Yeah, like you see them take these players that have had a really bad past and shit,
change them.
And they come in. It's because they come into that culture. They have two decisions to make. They either conform or they get out. Like
Randy Moss. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Randy Moss was like sinking in Oakland before getting to New England.
Yeah.
How many records did he break when he played with Tom Brady?
Like
every fucking receiver record ever.
Yeah.
It's insane, right?
After going to the Raiders before that, and he was like, they thought he was done. Like,
they thought he was done. He was washed. I'm a Raider fan too, but damn, the culture sucks sometimes there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we get a little sign of what can potentially be success, and we fucking hype it.
Yeah.
And then we lose it immediately.
It's stressful being a Raider
stressful,
fan, bro. I already know.
That's why I don't even watch that shit no more.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck with Derek Carr, right? I thought he was good, you know? I thought signing Antonio Brown was going to be, that was the factor we needed.
Yeah.
Look at us. Where are we at? We're like in third, right?
Yeah. You got to be high for them going to Vegas, though, or not? You rather say them staying in Oakland?
I think it's gonna be dope in Vegas.
So you can go to some games. So I can
for sure go to Vegas. Because I'm not gonna make the trip to Oakland.
Like that's a push.
That's a push.
Yeah.
Vegas is 2 hours, and the stadium look fire.
Yep.
And you're in Vegas. Like,
yeah,
you can bet. You can bet on the game and watch it. Like, that's pretty player.
It's gonna be rowdy out there.
It's gonna be. Oh yeah. It's gonna be It's gonna be a lot of fools gone wild out there. Like a lot of Modelos.
A lot of Modelos.
A lot of Modelo time. I swear, yo. Hey, shout out fools gone wild. I love them, bro.
Bro, that's some fucking funny shit, yo. That's some funny shit. Like, I love like
warning.
Another sighting.
Another sighting for the fool file. Saca la bolsita. Like, yo, what?
Yo, whoever made that was genius, bro. I submitted a video one time.
You saw a fool going wild?
I seen fools going wild all the time. In the gym, like, yeah, that shit's funny, bro. Yeah, digress a little bit. We're almost done. But
no
what's next for you? Like, I mean, you said you don't like to be content. Like, what is, you got some goals coming up?
Yeah, I do have goals. First and foremost, 143 THX, November 27th at LA Theater.
Yeah.
That's on my mind. Like, I'm constantly thinking about that. Like, debut performance, big.
Yeah, that's huge.
Big set goal is for me. I'm gonna start working on a mixtape. I'm actually like gathering it now, but I mentioned how I did like my favorite producers, like Kanye, the Neptunes. The next one's gonna be Mac Miller, so I'm gonna rap on old Mac Miller beats, just his shit, and drop that. I want to tour. I want to tour next year, 2020. Like, I want to tour, bro. Like, I need it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to. I don't care if it's in front of 10 people every night. I want to perform. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I want to work on another film. I told myself I'm gonna do 3 black and white films, and then on the 4th one, color, and I'm gonna have a crazy budget. That's a goal I set out. Like,
a crazy budget with it.
Yeah, I know someone's gonna like hire me, or put the bag down for it.
Okay.
Because I want the 4th one to be I want it to be like City of God, but in LA, and I have a little bit of it written already. I have people in mind who I want to be in it. So when I polish that and start, I know that's gonna be like big. That's for next year.
For sure.
And then I'm dropping clothes. I'm dropping my line, Black Cactus.
Black Cactus.
Yeah.
What's the meaning behind that?
I just thought it was a dope ass name.
It's a dope name.
Yeah.
It's dope as shit.
I just thought it was dope. It was I came up with this name with my homie Kyle, who works at Hypebeast. We were thinking of like a production name, and if we had a tattoo shop, what we would call it. And I just said Black Cactus immediately. He was like, "Yo, that's tight. You should hold on to that." This was like back in the day, like 2014, before Cactus Plant Flea Market, before Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Or like the Travis Scott shit. And now all of a sudden I start seeing Cactus everywhere. I'm like, fuck. But fuck it, I'm sticking to it.
That's what you're talking about with the brown, like.
Oh yeah, with the brown.
Out, yeah.
Yo, oh my god, I was so into brown tones. I wanted to wear shit brown.
Yep.
And the homies were like, "Yo, what is that?" And now everybody's wearing fucking brown. I'm like, God damn, I lost it. Nah, I'm there. It's the same wavelength. It's like to be on that wavelength. It means that much more. But yeah, I want to drop clothes. I'm gonna drop clothes. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this hat. Got a couple hoodies, some screen printed shit with embroidery too. I'm just trying to do that.
Yo, with all this shit going on, like you must have really good time management skills to give each of them like proper.
Sometimes I'm horrible. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to chill. Like,
yeah, but
even then I can't. I think it's because I have ADHD, or like the want to consistently do something. After this, we're gonna go to Smorgasbord, right, for 143.
Right.
Show love, but to me, it's like it's a part of being an artist, right?
Yeah.
You gotta shake hands, kiss babies sometimes, and you have to do it for the right reasons, right? Because they're my fam, and I want to support them, and I want them to see, like, yo, I'm serious about this THX,
yeah,
right? But then sometimes I look at it, and it's like, damn, where'd the day go?
Yeah,
right. But I forget that I'm always in between the lines, or I'm always on the computer, or I'm on a phone call, or I'm at the shop, and I'm cleaning, I'm sweeping, just everything to make it look like welcome to the world that we have created.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think going to school really like punched that in my head.
Yeah.
Like time management. Like, I have to do this by then. Okay, I'm gonna start now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to start procrastinating, and then
it's all on you. Like, you'd be wasting your own money for a class.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I had to pay for my college, right? Like
pocket.
I'm still paying back student loans.
Yeah.
You know, like, and fuck America for being like that. But you know, like I took it serious because I was like, yo, this is gonna provide for me later.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously I wasn't on the trajectory to be like a lawyer or whatever the fuck, but it instilled this type of character.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get it done. I gotta figure out how to not give up midway of the assignment. Like my assignment now is to be a complete artist. I cannot give up now.
Yeah.
My family is finally fucking with me 100%. Like my mom cried, my dad cried. I never see my dad cry.
Man, that's gotta feel good.
Oh shit, that shit. He called me from Guatemala. He was like crying like a baby. So I just heard your album. I was like, what? My dad?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, that goes such a long way in my successful journey. If I want to be successful, like the acceptance of my parents, who at one point thought that this was like a dead end. They were like, fuck, we lost him to a dreamland.
Yeah.
You know? So the assignment is to be that, and I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And I want to drop a magazine.
A magazine?
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of doing it.
That's hard.
I'm taking old photos, like old BBC photos, because I have so many of these pieces, and I'm remaking it. I'll show you, bro.
Yeah.
This is tight.
Let me see that.
Yeah, I'll show you.
That's super dope though, because like I feel like you set your own due dates now. Like before, these due dates were made for you, but like now you get to do it for yourself.
I do. And it's so much better. It feels better, bro. Everything feels better. Like, okay, I'm doing it for myself. I'm gonna get to where I need to get to. And okay, so this is one of the photos, right?
Right.
I'll show the camera too.
Okay.
So that's the
send it to me. I'll throw it on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the original. That's our remake.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is that just like one of the models? Or
that's the homie. So his name is Bio. He goes Gold by 7. Amazing cinematographer as well. He helped me on 1027, the film. We came up with this idea like, yo, let him and Tay, shout out Tay too, because it was his idea as well. But I have so many of the pieces that they wanted to remake the photos of. So I was like, yo, we can be in the ones that we love the most. He loves this photo, right?
Wow.
So he was like, yo, I want to model that one. He has a neck tattoo like Pharrell too.
Damn. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then that's the remake, right?
Yeah.
And that's the original.
Wow.
So it's the same hat. I just changed the outfit a little bit. But it's damn near.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking identical with like the expression. So I love it. Yeah, like it's going, bro. I want it to be 30 pages, 15 photos of the old ones, and then the other 15 are the remakes.
Okay.
Yeah. I want it to drop by THX, but it's kind of hard to do printing. Like,
and you want to put quality work into it.
I do.
So
I love
shit.
Quality, bro. I just saw some shit this morning. Dr. Dre was like, it has become quantity over quality.
Yeah.
When are we gonna go back? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be a pioneer for going it back.
Right.
Because all I care about is quality. Like my mom. See, back to my mom. Like I was about to leave the crib and I had some socks on and some Vans. She's like, yo, those are busted, yo. Like those are just for you to cool. But don't go to an interview like that. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta look quality, like high quality. You know, people are gonna see this shit. I gotta look nice. You know what I'm saying? You can't show up looking half-assed, and then people think you half-assed.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's all about quality, man.
100%.
That's why, like, I don't even worry that it's my first album.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Like, it's exciting to me. Because I put the quality of work in it. And the producers on it are my homies, man. I got Esta on it. I got Foisey on it. I got Dom Chronicles, who did almost all of it.
Wow.
You know, Mike Bling. Like, this dude from Luxembourg. Hokobi. Super talented. Young. Reached out to me from a freestyle he heard a year ago.
Wow.
So like, yo, I'm working on this thing. Do you want this beat? I killed it. The minute he sent it, I recorded.
Damn.
And he was like, yo, I love this. I was like, yes. I don't even know what he looked like. I just met him on Friday. He came to the selection shit.
Okay.
And he was here with his girlfriend. And he was like, yo, man, he's so humble. You know, I didn't know what. I thought he was going to be a kid. He's like a grown-ass man.
Oh, damn.
He's like 32 or some shit. Dapped him up. Had a drink with him. Talked with his girl. Now I'm connected with him for a long time. Like,
you could work on future shit together.
And we are. And he sent me he sent me more beats. And it's like, damn. Imagine if I don't put out that freestyle that he, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine if I don't tell Esther that I rap. Like, he'll never send the music.
How's he gonna help you?
Never.
Yeah.
He just takes photos. Let him take his photos. So, I happen to rap. Oh shit. Let me hear. This is tight. Here's some music. Oh fuck yes. Fuck yes. You know, that shit, it amazes me, bruh.
Yeah.
To this day, like.
Yeah, it's funny how this shit's just happening too. Like, you're not like forcing it. Organically just happening for you.
And this is years of shit, bruh.
Coming to fruition.
Bruh. I started at 15 screen printing for this maybe you heard of them, maybe Cycle Realm. Do you know them? They're like a West Coast, like super like hip hop underground shit. Them, Cypress Hill, fucking Sick Jackin', like Immortal Technique. This dude brought me on when I was 15, and he's like, yo, you gonna help me screen print, and this is their brand. And I was like, oh shit. I would be in studios with them. Like, the first time I ever saw a bong was then. Like, I saw this like fucking 8-foot thing, bro. This is crazy shit.
The first one is big ass. And
in the studio, I'm like 16, like, yo, like little kid nervous. These dudes over here smoking mad weed, like shorties drinking. I'm like, damn, this is some rapper shit. But see, like, it started then, and I never pressed the issue. Like, I just said, oh, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Like, I believe this is where I'm supposed to be. And the same thing now. Like, I believe this is where I'm supposed to be. And I know where I'm going, and I know where I'm at. You know? So that's me, man. That's my journey. I appreciate you for letting me, talk my shit and spit my knowledge, you know?
Yeah, you dropped a lot of good knowledge, a lot of gems and shit, too. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Plug yourself. Where can people find you?
Yeah, big plug time.
Yeah, where can people find you on social? Where can people find your work? Your
Socials, baby. Whest Cornell, WHEST Cornell, CORNELL. That's Instagram. That's Twitter. I don't have Snapchat. Don't snap me. I don't have that shit. I don't play that shit. Play Nice, the store, the Long Beach location, because there will be other locations.
Dope.
It's 1029 East 4th Street, Long Beach, 90802 area zip code. My Cash App. Whest Cornell.
Yo, throw that out.
Whest Cornell.
Yo, mine's a Levi Ozzy. Yo,
pop it.
Trying
to send me some bread.
Trying to send me some bread. I'll give you a shout out.
Same thing, Venmo. Same motherfucking thing.
Let's go.
Website blackcactus.co. My portfolio's there. All the videos I've ever worked on, photos. And that's about it. And if you really want to hit me, man, just pull up to Long Beach, ask for West. I'm sure someone can point you in the right direction.
Sure. And your music on Apple Music,
Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Audio Max, SoundCloud, Whest Cornell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's gonna do it. I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you.
That's a wrap.
Thank you. Peace, yo.